hypermobility, overextension, double jointed, hyperflexible. These all mean the same thing. And basically that you have more length and greater mobility than you have strength and stability. With great mobility comes great responsibility. If you are hypermobile, hyper flexible, what that means is that you need to work extra hard on the strength and stability aspect of the muscles surrounding that joint. In the meantime, as you're trying to practice, and especially in yoga, where we have our hands on the ground constantly, and maybe you're even doing a fully extended wrist with weight bearing on top, this is going to be painful and uncomfortable. How can we set ourselves up for success? Literally, we need to set ourselves up properly, like we're setting a table, like we're creating the scaffolding. It's really, really important that you remember to pronate the forearms in this circumstance. And that's the hairy side right here, nice and sturdy and straight. If you notice you're going belly up and the soft side's facing forward, you have hyperextended. You're no longer in a nice stacked, aligned joint position. You are hyperextended. And this is going to be uncomfortable and lead to pain, possibly injury. So make sure when you put your hands down that your arm is pronated. We talk about coiling in another tutorial, and I'm going to mention it again because this coiling effect creates ligamentotaxis, which is a way of using ligaments. Remember, ligaments go bone to bone. It's a way of using ligaments to create scaffolding and structure through the elbow. So if we make sure that we externally rotate, outwardly rotate this upper arm bone into its socket, then that starts this connection at the shoulder blade of the long head of the tricep. We need to make sure we engage the tricep. This is what straightens the elbow. That's its job. The lengthening of the bicep and the engagement of tricep is what straightens the elbow. And then this pronation of the forearm and then down through the connection of the index finger mound. This all creates this linked, stacked, aligned, coiling effect that utilizes the ligaments within the elbow to create a tightening, security, stability, and structure here. This is going to help you to maintain stability and to apply strength. Don't forget to keep that tricep engaged versus laying into your hypermobility. So keep checking on that. This doesn't mean we want elbows flared. We don't. If our elbows are flared, then we're not externally rotated. So external rotation, that long head of the tricep connection to the shoulder blade, engage the tricep and pronate the forearm. Don't go belly up. That's going to create that ligamentotaxis, that tightening and utilizing the ligaments for straightening and security and stability in the elbow. And then press through that index finger mound. Now, pressing through the index finger mound, so we're talking about coming down from that pointer finger in this area right here, that's going to take some of the pressure out of the wrist. So with all of this hypermobility and hyperflexibility, if you keep feeling pain in your wrist, press into that area and get out of the palm of the hand, right here. And this is going to help you along your journey to relieve some of that pain and discomfort that comes with weight bearing on hypermobile, hyperflexible joints. Remember, with great mobility comes great responsibility. It's all a balancing act. It's all about balance. Mobility and stability are not opposites. They have to work together. So if you find that you have one and a lot of one and not so much of the other, you have to work extra hard to balance out that teeter-totter. Thank you.